And welcome to another Disc Golf Vibes video. Today I'm going to be going over the concept of picking your line. I actually couldn't find any videos on this on YouTube. A lot of them throwing your line and making sure you throw the line you want, but how do you choose the line you want? And this is one of my favorite holes, and a really good one to show this example. As you can see, we're going to have a big lake over here, and one of the lines is to go right over that lake. That does show it from the pro tee, but you definitely have the option from the amateur tee. If you're throwing from the rec tee, you're definitely probably going to go on the land. But today we're shooting from white. I'm going to show you the two options here. So one, when you're choosing your line, always just see if there's a tee sign nearby and find out the distance, as that's obviously going to make a huge difference. Another thing is, know your throw before you do this. In order to pick the right line, you got to know your throw and what you're throwing. So if I come over here, now you know what, I can't really see it from here, so we're going to walk the hole and just show you what's what. So this will be the tee pad and the line I like to throw. You can see there's a gap here between the trees. You can't really tell, that looks like it's not there, but you'll see when I throw it. That's going to be your over the water gap. Let me see if I can come up here. I'll just show you. There, and the basket is going to be over there. And the other line that you have can be going down the fairway here. Now they have cut it open. This gap in the middle wasn't always there, so you had to go left. I'm a right-handed player, so because of this right curve, probably going to want to sidearm it. I don't have many understable discs to throw, so things to keep in mind. When you're choosing your line, one, know your throw. What are you good at? I always used to choose a backhand line. That was my favorite. I threw backhand every single time. Because of a knee problem I have at the moment, driving with a backhand really hurts. So when I drive, let me make sure this is lined up for you guys. When I drive, I always make sure I sidearm now if I can. If I play a full 18 holes, I have maybe 2 backhands in me, which I'll give you today. Now, another thing you can do if you're out practicing, obviously if it's a tournament, throw the disc you can rely on. While I practice, I like to throw, throwing over the water, discs that'll float. So I have some Innova Blizzard Champions here. I have a Boss and an Ape. They're pretty high speed, but I like that when I'm practicing because I know it definitely, if I don't throw hard enough, is coming in on the left just short, and it's going to fade back on the shore. I'm not losing my disc in the water. Now for my sidearm, I have 2 options. I'm throwing an Escape. This is going to be my normal sidearm. But the other one I'm throwing is a Leopard. Now the Leopard is a very slow speed disc, and when I throw it sidearm, instead of going right, if I throw it right, it actually goes left. I'm still working on this. I am nowhere near being able to control this the way I want. It's normally a disc people would look at and laugh at. I'm very interested to see if I can actually use the fact that it's so different to incorporate that into my game. So here you go, and I'm just going to show you how to pick the line. My favorite line was originally with Boss, over the water, and I've hit the basket a few times. I'm still an ace version, but maybe today will be the day. So when I pick my line, I've looked at the distance, I know my throw, I know how it's going to fade, I know how much power I need to put into it. 215. I mean, if you're throwing right, isn't that far. So like I said, just being aware of how I throw, how the disc will fade, and what disc I'm using. Obviously you want to pick the right disc, but different video, different time. Today I'm just making sure which line I prefer. Another good thing if you're doing a tournament, come out and practice the lines. Throw both. See which one you may get better results from one than the other than what you originally thought. So as you can see, like I said, I haven't thrown backhand for a while. Not going to be my favorite choice. Hopefully I get one over the water for you guys. Splash. So I know that's not my line anymore. That used to be much better at backhand. Not my line. However, I've worked on my forehand, so let's see if I can do it. I seem to be throwing very nose up today. I'm actually going to get another escape out here. We're going to be editing this video. Let's go again. I should have one more in here. I don't, but I do have a dragon. That should work. Wow. Not my day. Now, I'll probably edit in my few missed throws. If you're having trouble hitting a line, maybe you don't want to go for that full throw. It's going to be a harder approach, but I can always pick a mid-range up. I like a trusty old Mako 3. And I can just backhand straight, set myself up through that hole. My goal is I need to get past those trees. I faded left into the brush. Because I'm trying to go right, that's going to give me more of a look at the basket. And I think me messing up actually showed you picking your line in the right disc is going to make a huge difference. Know the disc for the line. So find the line you like to throw, know what throw you like to do, and then pick the right disc for that. Going over the water, that's a much further shot. I'm going to want a higher speed disc. I'm going to want something with a bit of fade so it comes back in. Even if I mess it up, it lands on shore. If it looks like both shots are tricky right now, obviously COVID, I haven't been playing as much disc golf. Those were tricky drives for me. If this was a tournament, I would say, you know what? I love them. I know I can hit them, but I haven't been hitting them lately. Let me play it safe and pick the line of a mid-range, just going dead straight through the gap and making sure I hit it. Just a quick video on picking the right line, guys. There's different options. Knowing those options, knowing how each one is affected, getting affected by your skill, whether or not you've been practicing those throws, whether or not you're throwing the right disc for that line, and where that line goes. Do you want the line to go all the way to the basket, or are you just trying to play it safe, pick up that solid score, instead of going for the far drive, messing it up, and picking up an extra 2 or 3 strokes unnecessarily? Anyways, guys, check out the merch, like and subscribe, and please comment. Comments for me are the biggest thing. Let me know what you liked about the video, what you don't like about the video, and what else we can bring. What do you guys want to watch?